Imagine stepping into a world where faith collides with the unexplainable, where a simple piece of fabric defies the laws of science and sparks centuries of wonder. What if an ancient image held secrets that could challenge everything we know? Everything we know about history, miracles, and the divine. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most captivating enigmas of all time, the story behind the Virgin of Guadalupe. Buckle up, because this journey will take you from humble beginnings to mind-bending discoveries that might just reshape how you see the power of belief. Let's start at the heart of it all, a tale rooted in the early 1500s in what is now Mexico City. Picture this, a modest indigenous man named Juan Diego going about his daily life on a chilly December morning. He's heading to church when something extraordinary happens. A radiant woman appears to him on a hill called Tepeyac, speaking in his native language and revealing herself as a loving mother figure connected to the ultimate creator. She asks for a simple favor: build a temple in her honor right there so people could come seek comfort and guidance. Juan Diego, stunned but dutiful, rushes to share this vision with the local bishop. Skeptical at first, the bishop demands proof. The woman appears again, promising a sign. But life throws a curveball. Juan Diego's uncle falls gravely ill. In his worry, he tries to avoid the hill, but the woman finds him anyway, assuring him his uncle will recover. She instructs him to gather flowers from the barren, frozen hilltop, blooms that shouldn't exist in winter. Miraculously, he finds vibrant roses, bundles them in his cloak, and presents them to the bishop. As the flowers tumble out, an even greater wonder unfolds. A stunning image of the woman imprints itself on the inside of his rough cloak, made from cactus fibers. This cloak, or tilma as it's known, becomes the centerpiece of an enduring mystery. Fast forward through time, and this fragile fabric has survived nearly 5 centuries without fading or crumbling, even though materials like it typically last only a couple of decades. Experts have poked, prodded, and tested it endlessly, uncovering anomalies that boggle the mind. For instance, the colors aren't from any known paints or dyes. No brushstrokes, no underdrawing, just vivid hues that seem to float on the surface. Chemical analyses by top scientists, including a Nobel Prize winner, found no traces of animal, vegetable, or mineral pigments. It's as if the image materialized out of thin air. But the weirdness doesn't stop there. In the late 1700s, a clumsy accident spilled strong acid right onto the tilma. Logic says it should have eaten through the material, but instead the spot mysteriously healed itself over time. Then, in the 1920s, a bomb exploded nearby during a turbulent period, shattering glass and bending metal all around. But the image remained untouched, protected behind its case. These events aren't just lucky breaks, they hint at something protective. Diving deeper into the science, modern tech has revealed even more. Infrared scans show no preparation layer or sketches underneath, confirming it's not a traditional painting. The tilma maintains a constant temperature around human body heat, about 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit, no matter the weather. And get this, the stars on the woman's mantle? They match the exact constellation visible in the sky over Mexico on that fateful December day in 1531. Some researchers even claim the patterns form musical notes, creating a hidden melody when interpreted. Now let's zoom in, literally, on the eyes of the figure. Under high magnification, tiny reflections appear, showing scenes that mirror human eyesight. There's a bishop-like figure, an interpreter, and even what looks like Juan Diego himself unfolding his cloak. These details are so minuscule, they're impossible to paint by hand. Optical experts note effects similar to how light behaves in a living eye, including distortions that only occur in 3 dimensions. It's like peering into a window to the past. Of course, not everyone buys the supernatural angle. Some theorists suggest a more earthly origin. Could this be the work of a brilliant artist from Europe? Or maybe it was crafted by a talented local indigenous painter, commissioned to aid in spreading new beliefs. Historical records hint at a possible signature. These ideas propose the image was a clever tool for cultural blending. Yet, countering those theories are the countless stories of transformation. Think about the immediate aftermath. Juan Diego's uncle survives. Soon after, a deadly outbreak ravaging the land suddenly halts. Fast forward to today, and the miracles keep piling up. Take the case of a young woman battling aggressive bone cancer in 2018. After fervent prayers before the tilma, her tumors vanished. Or consider a man paralyzed after a horse riding accident. He regains movement, trekking miles on foot to give thanks. These aren't ancient legends, they're real people. What makes these accounts so compelling is the common thread, a sense of maternal care. The figure isn't distant or judgmental. She's portrayed as approachable, with skin tones that blend cultures. Her presence has woven itself into the fabric of a nation's identity. People flock to see her up close, where at a certain distance, the image seems to dissolve into pure color. Reflecting on all this, it's easy to see why the story endures. It bridges the gap between the seen and unseen, whether you view it through a lens of faith, science, or skepticism. Perhaps the real power lies in how it unites people. And that unifying power is perhaps the greatest enigma of all. In a world often divided by beliefs, borders, and rigid ideologies, the Virgin of Guadalupe stands as a rare, luminous symbol that brings millions together. She is the silent force that defies political and social boundaries. Every December 12th, a phenomenon occurs that stuns the secular world. Over 10 million pilgrims flood the basilica in Mexico City. It stands today as one of the most visited Catholic shrines on earth. People from every walk of life, rich and poor, young and old, converge here. They travel for days, traversing mountains and highways. Some even arrive crawling on their knees in absolute devotion. They come not just for miracles or physical healing, but for a profound sense of belonging to something greater. Her image has become much more than just a religious icon. It is woven into the very soul of Mexican culture and identity. You'll find her depicted on vibrant street murals, inked permanently as tattoos on faithful skin, watching over drivers from car dashboards, and even in the hearts of those who don't consider themselves religious. History shows her power. During the Mexican Revolution, both sides carried her banner into the heat of battle. Emiliano Zapata's rebels called her their protector. She became the ultimate symbol of hope for the oppressed, and a voice for the marginalized fighting for their land. This influence extended well into the 20th century. When Cesar Chavez and the farm workers movement arose, they adopted her as their patron in the fight for labor rights. In the United States, she became a shield against injustice. Her appeal transcends borders, languages, and generations. Today, recognized by the Vatican as patroness of the Americas and the Empress of Latin America. But perhaps most remarkably, she bridges two worlds. She unites indigenous roots with European traditions. Her dark skin and native features spoke to the indigenous people. The Nahuatl name Guadalupe holds a secret key. Some believe it derives from Aztec words meaning, "she who crushes the serpent," representing a beautiful fusion of worlds that once clashed violently. In her image, science finds the inexplicable. Studies of the tilma reveal mysteries that defy explanation. No brushstrokes, colors that survive centuries without fading. Faith finds confirmation in these enduring details, and humanity finds a rare common ground. Maybe the true miracle isn't just in the tilma itself, but in what it continues to inspire nearly 500 years later. A message of love that conquers hate, a call for unity in a fragmented world, and a hope that the world still desperately needs. She remains the silent witness to our history, the Empress who unites us all, the Virgin of Guadalupe. So, what's your take? Have you experienced something inexplainable? Share in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. Hit that like button, subscribe for more dives into the mysterious. Keep questioning, keep believing. Thanks for joining me.